Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, March 20th, another edition of Ball Cap Bible Study. That's the Louisville Cardinal. And we just got back Friday night from Louisville. We went to see our son, Andy, but we also saw some really incredible things. We saw the Ark. Uh, didn't, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. It sounded hokey for a lot of years. And then a lot of y'all kept coming back saying, wow, you got to go see the Ark. And I come back saying, wow, you got to go see the Ark. It is a must see. It's amazing. It's way exceeded our expectations. So it's really cool, really encouraging for the Christian, for the believer, and it's I think it strengthens your faith. To be honest with you, it's pretty cool. All the folks, pretty smart folks that put it all together. Same people that did the Creation Museum, and we didn't get to see that, but we did get to see the United States Air Force Museum, where they have a bunch of one-of-a-kind planes. I mean, like you've heard of the Memphis Belle, it's fully restored in there. It's beautiful. They have the B-29 bomber boxcar that dropped the second bomb on Japan. Enola Gay is in the Smithsonian's big exhibit outside of Washington. And then there were just so many planes that I've only seen on TV that were really there. I don't know if you ever remember the Bionic Man, but the plane the little plane he crashes in at first, one of those is there. Just all sorts of cool stuff. And then we also got to go to Churchill Downs and see the museum where the Kentucky Derby is run, stuff like that. So we had a great time. We stayed in this wonderful little Airbnb cabin out in the woods, about 30 miles out in the country, just peaceful and relaxing. And Andy spent the night with us on Monday night, and Tuesday night was it. So anyway, we had a great time, and got to spend a lot of time with Andy. Got to go antique shopping, and actually found something we were looking for, which was pretty cool, a little treasure hunt kind of deal. So anyway, we're gonna get into the Ball Cap Bible Study. That's a little quick recount of our trip. Went out Monday, had spent Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday there, and came back Friday. So it was a week long, but it seemed like it just happened, and you had to come home. So with that, about the only announcements I have this week. Bless their hearts, we've lost three of our folks. Many of you that don't go to Quail that are watching this won't know them, but Ruth McDown and Robert Keene and Everett Davis, they passed away while I was gone. So that was kind of hard for me as somebody who ministers to folks to not be able to get to them. But also, we're having the Oklahoma Glory Revival this week. And last night with Greater Vision was wonderful. Some of my favorite gospel songs are theirs. And I got to hear Lazarus by the group that really does it. And He'd Have Still Been God and all sorts of stuff. So it was really cool. Hope you're enjoying that. So today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, Revival meeting starts at 10:30. And after that, a meal for fellowship. And I really encourage y'all to come to that if you can. And then Wednesday night, we'll have Charles Billingsley there. A quick reminder, no early bird special Bible study this week because of the revival. And we'll start that up again next week. So with that said, as I sniff real big, I'll tell you to drink coffee. We're going to look at Sermon on the Mount, next section, which is about oaths. So you'll see me looking over to the side as I read this. But listen, oaths and vows. This is Matthew 5, chapter or verse 33. Listen to this. Again, you have heard that it was said to the ancients, "Do not break your oath, but fulfill your vows to the Lord." But I tell you, now this is the section where Jesus says, "You have heard, but I say," and he's flipping the script. It's like, yeah, I get what you've been doing and your traditions and your way and all that. But I say, he says, you have your way, but there's two ways to do things, God's way and the wrong way. So he says, you've heard that it was said to the ancients, do not break your oath and fulfill your vows to the Lord. But I tell you, not to swear at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, or for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Nor should you swear by your head, for you cannot make a single hair white or black. Listen to this. Simply let your yes be yes and your no be no. Anything more comes from the evil one. So think about this. What are you known by? By what kind of oath you take, or by your consistency and your integrity and your walk? You know, when the Bible talks about your walk, of course, he doesn't use that word here, but it means the way you live, your life, your lifestyle. And you know, let your yes be yes, your no be no. And that really speaks to transparency. You know, are you who you say you are? Are you doing what you say you're going to do? Hi, Sable. Are you, here she is, the Sable cat. Are you the person you say you are? It's transparency. You know, are you saying one thing and doing another? Or are you really, really, you know, yesing and knowing and staying with it? That's the challenge. And you can swear by whatever you want. It doesn't mean you're really going to do it or it's going to happen. How many people get elected based on promises and on oaths? Now, it's not talking about like when I was in the Navy and I had to take an oath and I was sworn in, or when I was, you know, in the Justice Department, we had to, you know, take an oath to defend the Constitution, all that stuff. But this is, you know, here's the thing. You desecrate the throne of God if you make an oath that you potentially can't keep or won't keep. So just let your yes be yes and your no be no. Be who you really are. Honor God by being consistent and transparent and honest, you know, all that kind of stuff, because you just set yourself up to fail, is what Jesus is saying. So, you know, don't dishonor and desecrate the throne of God or his footstool or his earth, that kind of thing. So that's our challenge today. And really, when I look in the mirror, I have to ask myself, am I consistent? Is my yes really a yes and my no really a no? And don't be ashamed of it. You know, just here it is. Here's where I stand. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to shut this recording down. And thanks for watching Ball Cap Bible Study.